Shazad, very good to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Why did your site sign up to this government initiative?
Yeah, I mean, look, we're the world's largest platform for Muslims looking to find a partner. And Muslims are just one community in the UK. That unfortunately, like many minority communities, there's a lot of misinformation spread around vaccinations, etc. So we felt it kind of a responsible duty of ours to play our role in talking to our community, our members, all around aspects of vaccinations, correct information, make sure people actually make an informed decision. We, just like all communities, just want to be out of lockdown and for normal life to resume. And, suspect a lot of our singles, are dying to meet other people and really wanting to get out there. So I think just making sure that we're spreading the right kind of information and helping them make an informed decision is just the right thing for us to do.
Tell us first about why you think it's a good idea for dating apps to get involved with the vaccination rollout. It's not really that romantic, is it?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Mariella. It's probably not the most romantic, but I think it is important. Let's say single people, I think probably are right at the front of that queue in terms of hoping, we get out of lockdown and some sort of normality and people's, call it normal, social lives resume. For us specifically, we're a Muslim dating app with the biggest in the world. And, we saw it as a kind of a real, I guess, an element of our responsibility in terms of really communicating the messaging around vaccinations, around public health and safety to a community that I think within reason the government doesn't necessarily always have the greatest kind of track record of talking to. So we thought we'd be useful, helpful to use our platform in a positive way.
A recent poll has said by YouGov that 31% of adults would prefer to date someone who has been vaccinated, and a further 28% would not date someone unless they had received the jab. So I guess it is speaking to a large amount of people. You've got certain apps, like we said before, having stickers, some with roses, some with like an actual badge on your profile. Muzmatch is having medics answer users' questions about the vaccine and so on and so forth. My last question then to you, Shazad, do you think this is going to be enough to encourage young people to go out there and get the vaccine then?
There are many dating apps who are part of this initiative. We were one of them. And I think each dating app has kind of approached this in a different way. So what we've really focused on is rather than having stickers and boosting your profile and all that kind of stuff, we've gone more down the road of how do we use our platform to talk to our members? The Muslim community are one of many communities where, there has been a lot of misinformation, conspiracy theories, all sorts. And we thought, how as a platform can we, use our voice, use our trusted voice with our members to actually talk to them, inform them about the vaccine, use our social channels to really talk about all that and dispel, their fears and their myths. So, to give an example, tomorrow we're going on our socials and doing an Instagram live with a doctor, taking live questions from our members, all about the vaccine, about their fears about it, etc. Remember, for a lot of Muslims in particular, they live in a household with many members, particularly in Muslim culture, a lot of people live with their elders, right? They live with their parents, their grandparents. So a lot of people are very sensitive to the vaccine, to getting out there and meeting people. So we've really tried to, help them navigate this lockdown, as well as, the easing of lockdown and hopefully, return to normal life.
I do want to ask though, do you think this is oversharing? Do you not think like sharing part of your health status, where you're at with things, is not like a little bit TMI?
No, I actually think it's sensible. Exactly as your previous speaker said. Look, people are, they can't wait to get out of lockdown to have normal life resume. Plenty of our users, right? It's kind of strange. We've had, more users find their partner on Muzmatch during the whole COVID lockdown season than we ever have. So wow. People have literally just said, "Oh, I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to let COVID and lockdown stop my kind of love life. I'm going to go out and find a partner." So, one of the first things we did was build video voice calling, and it kind of blew our minds. I think right now we're doing about 5 years worth of calls every month, which is crazy. And it just shows, people aren't necessarily going to wait for lockdown, to continue their love life and find their life partner. For us, I think what we wanted to do, and I think the heart of this government campaign is just to normalise, especially amongst young people, normalise having the vaccine, normalise taking precautions, and just doing things safely. With new variants coming out, etc. No one quite knows which age group it'll affect most. And one thing that is clear is, well, look, the vaccines, no matter what, definitely are helping to some degree, regardless of the variant. So I think for us, like I said, we just saw it as super, super important to use our platform and just help spread correct information. and let people make an informed decision, and just, I guess, help normalise taking a vaccine and going through that process.
Yeah, and anything that we can do so that we can get outside, living our life in these streets again, Shazad. That's what I'm here for. Yeah,
exactly. Everyone wants that sunshine.
There you go. Thank you so much, Shazad, for joining me on the show, founder and CEO of Muzmatch. And I feel like we spoke about dating apps and love. It's a little bit of love.
I've been holding on to pieces